What do you need for attaining success in sports? Simone Biles would say dedication, the will to overcome all obstacles, and the grace to woo the sporting world. Lionel Messi would say immense, irresistible talent. Cristiano Ronaldo would probably put it down to hunger to stay on top. But for Canada football team, the answer is none of the above. For them, it's cameras, drone cameras to be specific, to spy over their opponents. Something that has not just tarnished their Paris Olympics campaign, but has also raised question marks over their past records. When they clinched the Tokyo Olympics gold medal in particular, that's the biggest scandal coming out of Paris Games at the moment. If the security threats weren't enough, Canada has added more fuel to the fire with their spying scandal. Canadian women's football team used drones to peep into New Zealand's training session. This was before the two sides faced each other in their group encounter. There is a certain brazenness to this act. They actually went ahead to spy and do so in a manner that says, I don't think I'll be caught. But they pushed it too far this time, and I say this time because they seem to be repeat offenders. But hold on to that thought, I will come back to that in a bit. Initially, the blame was placed on the assistant coach and the technical staff. They did it, and we were not aware. Routine. The head coach, Beverly Priestman, was unaware of all this, supposedly. You know as well as I would, the cat's tail cannot wag without the cat's knowledge. The truth had to surface. Canada tried to damage control, first stating that Beverly would not be present for the first game against New Zealand. But within days, the matter gained momentum, enough for the Canadian authorities to pull the plug, send the head coach home and remove her from the campaign. So the worst part, you think, is a team without a coach. No, there's more. Canada was docked 6 points, and the matter is grave enough, of course. Spying is no light charge. It can taint the whole country and every athlete associated with the nation, not just the sport. And that was all FIFA required to ban coach Beverly Priestman, the assistant coach, and a member of the technical staff for 1 whole year.
I am absolutely heartbroken for the players, and I would like to apologize from the bottom of my heart for the impact this situation has had on all of them. As the leader of the team on the field, I want to take accountability.
It of course didn't stop here. The admission, in fact, bringing in further penalties. The Canadian Football Association were fined $200,000 for their audacious attempt to spy. Canada women's football team's Paris campaign is definitely in a rut. But I come back to the reason for such an unabashed move. I said earlier that they were repeat offenders. Reports say Canada Olympic Committee believes strongly that Priestman has done this before, which means Canada's Tokyo Olympic gold is in danger. An achievement which is the biggest in Canada women's footballing history. And that is under threat.
I'm made aware of the information that could tarnish that Olympic performance in Tokyo. It makes me ill. It makes me sick to my stomach to think that there could be something that calls it into question.
The Canadian Olympic Committee is still investigating the matter, but if Canada is stripped of the Tokyo medal, it would erase what has been one of their biggest achievements, especially for all these players who've been involved in this sport. There is no place for cheaters in any sport. Any medal or any win wrongfully obtained needs to bear consequences. Canada is living one of the worst moments in its sporting history, not just footballing. And they are not the only ones who await Judgment Day. This is a test for the IOC too, who've been facing a lot of flack and criticisms from various quarters. As any governing body during a mega event is bound to feel under pressure. The anti-doping agency WADA is facing heat over their seemingly careless handling of the Chinese swimmers' doping. This Canadian spy scandal has, of course, made things worse. What happens if investigations point all fingers towards a deep-rooted cheating system in Canadian football? The first repercussion, of course, the first fallout of that will be the Tokyo gold. If the evidences are found against Canada, Sweden will take the first position, and of course, that gold medal will be stripped off. The bigger consequence, of course, lies in everyone viewing athletes from Canada in poor light. It's a cross no one would be able to bear, the taint that may stay for generations to follow. One person's wrongdoing affects a whole system, a team, a country here. That's what Canada is on the cusp of dreadfully finding out.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree. One tree for humanity. One tree for Mother Earth. One tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.